I could remember it like it was just yesterday. I was just so cold in my car. It was around 2 p.m. and that's about the prime of the day where it should be hot. And the sun was just shining through my car as I parked there before going to the gym. And I was just telling myself, go, get out of the car, go. But I was just so tired. And understand that there's about like 2 types of tired. There's one that requires rest, and then there's one that requires peace. And I gave in. I was just so tired that I wanted to go home. And remember what I said about going home? When you feel that way, you have to keep pushing and moving forward. So I was telling myself, you're brave, you're strong, go forward, everybody is here with you. Keep moving forward. And I just looked at me and I was like, what's wrong with taking a nap? Because the sun ray that shined on me was so warm, it felt like home. So I remember I just ended up lying back, and it was like the sun was cradling me to sleep. It was just so warm. And I think it was about like 15 minutes in or so that the sun started burning my hands. It's like telling me, I'm tired of holding you now, you need to go. And I ended up going into the gym, but I went in and there was like a bunch of mirrors and my reflection kept on staring at me like, hey, I have something to tell you. You need to listen to yourself. And I was just so done with looking at myself because I couldn't gym at all. And I was like, fine. So I looked around and there was this machine that I loved that was at the corner. So I went to it and it was this machine where like you sat down and these are like my leg and you do this thing and you work out like your butt. I love that machine. It really works. And when I sat down, I was just like, okay, fine. I'll take this moment to listen to whatever you have to say. And I was speaking out loud, of course. And you know, at the gym, we were like 6 feet apart. And when people start hearing me talk to myself, they were like more than 6 feet apart. Yeah, they probably thought I was crazy. It's okay, I don't mind. And I sat down and I'm just like, okay, I'm ready. And the moment I closed my eyes, I started doing reps. And when I closed my eyes, I opened it with closed eyes. And I immediately saw this little boy in front of me. And I wasn't sure what I was seeing, of course, because it felt so surreal. But my brain spoke right away. The first thing my mind said was, you miss him, don't you? And immediately, the little boy just started crying. And I remember kneeling down to him. And when I turned him around, guess who I saw? I saw this little kid. You see him? Looks familiar? I saw me as a little boy. There was a little me inside me crying, and I pulled up every courage. I pulled up everything because I felt his pain, and I said, we both know that he's never gonna come back, don't we? And the little boy was so helpless. He just shook his head and I said, yes. I know. And we have to move forward. And I just did this. And he grabbed onto my hands. And I said, with the strong, half-hearted, the words came out of my mouth. It's okay. I will love you from now on. And at that moment, I just opened my eyes and I was like at 100 rep and my feet was just like burning. And I found peace. I found the peace. The pain or the emotional distress that I was feeling the whole day, gone. And I just opened my eyes and I was like, what the heck just happened? What did I just do? I just found myself, a little me inside me. And that little me was looking to be loved by me. By me. These epiphanies only happens if you take the time to listen to yourself. You dive deep into who you are, and you'll be so surprised at what you see and what you can find. Success doesn't just come from doing. Healing alone doesn't just come from seeking help. It comes from you. You can never change for another person. You have to find it within yourself to change for yourself. Do not use other people for motivation. Do not use other people as the reason you want to become better. You need to pull who you are from inside and make sure that you are the sole reason for change. Other people can be the stimulus to allow you to see new discoveries, new changes within you. But I will tell you this, if you don't make the time to listen or find the true purpose of change within yourself, you're just going to go back to who you once were. So instead of saying, I have to change, I have to do this, I have to do this for my family, I have to be successful, change it with one simple word. I choose to do this. I choose to be successful. I choose to learn who I am. We are afraid to listen to ourselves sometimes, to let the facts come in because we know we can't do anything about it. We have this small thing called ego. And ego only lives in two areas. One, the past, and two, the future. It uses our past to protect us, to make sure we don't do the same mistake. And it uses the future for us to prepare for what's yet to come. It does not live now. It's you who live now. But sometimes ego don't let us understand and listen to ourselves in the present. It's really hard to heal alone. COVID itself doesn't help at all too. I mean, like, what can you do? Not much. You don't have anyone to lean on. Not really. And everyone you love is back in a place that's across the country. There will be times where you will be alone like this, where you're going to have to pull every strength inside of you to make sure you don't fall deeper into your own hole that you dig. And just being in a place that you don't know, healing alone is one of the worst places to be. One of the main questions that I would usually get is, why is it taking you so long? And I would just say, you're very fortunate that you don't understand why it's taking so long for me to heal. But by being alone, I had to pull every ounce of strength inside of me to where sometimes my hands and knees would touch the floor. Not to be so gloomy. But doing that has allowed me to discover one important thing, that you're never really alone. Because by being alone, I was never really pushing anyone out. The only thing that I was not letting in was myself. And the moment that I did that, I had that epiphany. Take some time out of the day to listen to yourself, either you're walking or driving. Because when we do things, we're just distracting ourselves from the inevitable of what's yet to come. And your mind speaks the loudest when you're resting. It's like this is the perfect time to bring all those memories together. I hope that helps and sheds some light in some of you. Once again, my name is Mong. This is the journey to 100, and I'm so grateful that you guys are still following my journey till now. Let's keep doing this towards success, happiness, and the truth will set you free. Let's do this. Much love and good night. Bye-bye.